Kenrich, you guys have had a couple of back-to-back really strong defensive games. What do you feel like was the through line between that Utah game and that game in Toronto there?
I just feel like we're putting it all together on the defensive end. Uh, just playing super scrappy, getting to all the loose balls, getting deflections, getting steals, and these past two games have been super impressive as far as the defensive end.
And you're going up against a Pelicans team that has a little bit of wind in their sails now. They got a couple of guys back. They just won against the Suns. What's key tonight?
Just stick to what we do. We know those guys are talented when they're healthy, when they got a healthy team. So stick to what we do, stick to our game plan, and come out and be aggressive first.
What have you seen from A.J. Mitchell? He may be a rookie, but he doesn't play like one.
Yeah, very, very impressive. Very poised, super mature. I mean, you just can't miss. You can't miss with him. He's a good floor general for us, and he knows how to control the game, and he has his own pace, and he's gonna have a very, very good long career in this league.
Kenrich, it seems like no matter what set you guys run, anybody on the floor can be the one to kind of initiate it, or the play can be run for that guy too. What does that do to opposing defenses in your mind?
Super challenging, man, because you never know who's initiating. Like you said, you never know who's setting the screen. So it just gives us some versatility and just be able to kind of mix it up. And that's what the game is about now. Everybody's positionless, and you got to be able to know every spot and play every spot just to keep the defense off guard.
Thunder here in New Orleans, the 6th game out of 7 on the road. And Thunder trying to kind of run through the end of this road trip. I've got J-Dub here alongside me. And Jalen, you guys have played great the last couple nights. Really double end of the floor identity games. What's been key for you all to really execute throughout the 48 minutes, all 4 quarters?
You kind of said it. We're trying to run through the games and just playing hard nightly. I think a big thing for us has been our starts. Especially in Toronto, like usually out there, we kind of start a little slow, so that was an emphasis for us. But just trying to start that way, and then we usually do a good job of closing games. So just trying to kind of clean up our starts has been big.
Yeah, and one thing that I've noticed is just that you guys are continuing to just be completely disruptive on the defensive end. It just seems like something Mark Dagnall talked about is just blood in the water. What's the sense out there on the floor? We see, the stats, but what's the feeling like out there on the floor?
I think everybody's been big on harping on we're not looking to steal the ball, but it's one of those things where we try and amp up our pressure and see if the other team will turn the ball over. So we've been good at that. Just being scrappy. I think when you make that our identity, you get away with a lot of other stuff on the court, and I think we've done a good job of competing through that whole thing. And then another layer of that is being able to do it nightly. So
you've been able to get out on the run and score your 20 points a night every single night. Shea said, he doesn't have to worry about you getting touches, getting a feel for the game. How have you felt like you've maybe leveled up to a certain degree where you know what you can produce offensively every single night?
Just more and more reps. I have a team that's very confident in me to be able to do what I do. I think a lot of consistency with my game is how consistent we are playing. So offensively, like you said, just getting touches, getting a feel for the game, figuring out when I can score, trying to get to the line easier. And I'm still kind of test driving a lot of my game. I think a lot of it gets thrown out the wind because of early success that it's year 3. So I'm still trying to figure out where I fit in the NBA and what I can do to kind of improve my offensive capabilities.
There's an intelligence that comes with that, a cognitive ability to assess the game. It seems to be throughout the team as well. I mean, anybody can start a possession, anybody can finish a possession. How hard is that for defenses to deal with when, no matter the set, it could be anybody who's actually initiating it?
I think that is what makes our team really unique. I don't think a lot of teams in the NBA have that. And I think everybody on our team embraces it because at any given night, your number can get called and Mark can draw up a play for you. And we have a very talented group to where somebody can go get a bucket.
Last thing for you, this New Orleans team you guys are extremely familiar with. They look very different, though, than the one you saw earlier in the season. Got a lot of guys back. What are some keys tonight as you guys buckle in?
I think understanding that they're a completely different team and then being willing to kind of take on that challenge. Like I said, our starts are going to be huge. They're going to come out juiced. They thank God they have all their guys healthy again, so it'll be fun to compete with them. I know they're excited to, have their whole team finally, for the most part, have their whole team finally back. So should be a good matchup, but I think our start is where, there can be a lot of separation.
Yeah, and you guys one of the best in the league at maintaining leads all season. Good luck out there tonight.
Cool. Appreciate it,
All right.
brother.
Thanks, J-Dub. That's Jalen Williams. I'm Nick Gallo, and this is Thunder Basketball.